Hello and welcome to another episode of Goa 365's Story Behind the Story. Now, for Indians, cricket is a very, very big thing. And just the other day, India, with some major help of Virat Kohli, won in the match against Pakistan. So, in that backdrop, so as to say, but not actually, but in that backdrop, today we have the GCA members, the Goa Cricket Association panel that is going in for elections in a couple of days. This panel has been looking after the affairs of cricket for some time in the state, and in fact one of this panel has already been elected on a post, but I would like to introduce them before we get into more details. Viplu Phadke for President. Vipul Bab, welcome to our show. Saibar Mullah for Treasurer. Saibar Bab, welcome to our show. And Rohan Dessai, who is already the Secretary of the GCA for the next 10 years. Rohan Bab, welcome to our show. Vipul, introduce them to us introduce them to our audience a little more in detail, and also give us a brief of what you all have done and what in brief. Then we'll go into details.
See, as you rightly said, we are going ahead with our elections on 27th, that is this Thursday.
Okay.
I would like to say that we have a panel which is mix of young and experienced people. As you can see, Rohan here is already elected, he is unopposed. Saibar has filed for the candidature of the treasurer. All three of us are young. We have played a certain amount of cricket. The other two members, who are the vice president, the joint secretary and the member also, these are experienced people. These people are also involved with cricket. The vice president post, the nomination is filled by Mr. Anant Naik. The joint secretary's post is filled by Mr. Zamir Keral, and the member is Govin Gaukar. So total 6 of us, out of which one is already elected unopposed, as I said.
Okay.
We are going ahead with a very positive campaign. We are not criticizing anyone. We are telling the clubs what I have done in the last 3 years, as I was one of the members from the last panel. As the secretary, what has been done, how the systems have improved, how the infrastructure of GCA has improved in the last 3 years. All these points we are noting down, we are taking it to the clubs. We have 107 clubs who are voting for us in the coming elections. I am sure that these clubs are wise enough to understand who wants to work for GCA and who wants the post for just for namesake.
Okay. Yeah, thanks Vipul. Now I would like to bring in, sir, what are your plans, future plans, like in case you are elected?
We would like to work at the grassroots level and get some new talent from all the villages and all, and set up some new stadiums like in village areas and promote youngsters. So there was always I wanted to get into this from a very long time. So after looking Vipul's performance, so I was like pretty excited to go join this committee. And yeah, and cricket, I used to play cricket for a very long time. So I made up my mind and thought of getting into this under the leadership of Vipul.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks everyone. Rohan Bab, you are already elected.
Yes.
So you are part of the committee.
Part of the
Are
committee.
tumi sanga, see, secretary, I know, no doubt president is important, but ultimately day-to-day work, everything secretary does. So, kide tumche kide.
See, the thing is that today also when I was talking to the reporters, I had mentioned about Vipul. The amount of work and in a transparent manner Vipul had worked in the last tenure, that was something commendable. Okay, I have known Vipul for quite a long time. We graduated together in the same college. So I was quite comfortable working with him, under him, whatever you call it. But then the main thing is to have a proper people around you to work for the betterment of that sport.
Okay.
So that is what drove me, and I was all the clubs were kind enough, all the members who had already there in the last tenure were kind enough to accommodate me in this panel. So I'm thankful to them, and the candidature which were withdrawn against me, I'm thankful to them as well. Being a secretary, I would like to work for the cricket and for the Goans. I mean, to, like Vipul said, when Saibar mentioned about the grassroots level cricket, and to strengthen the sport in the state. That is what our plan will be.
People, last time when you had come here, we had spoken about, grassroots. The same thing, whatever Saibar said, we had spoken about. Now, you all have any sort of concrete plans that what you all are going to do? See, grassroots level today, football is also not in such good shape as we have discussed. Cricket is there, but this time, one thing I wanted to ask you. What about Arjun Tendulkar? Is he going to be playing for Goa?
See, there is a lot of issue and criticism on GCA because we are, people say that we are playing outsiders. I want to clarify on that issue also.
No, for me it's good. I am happy if Arjun Tendulkar plays. I mean, just for the record, so to say.
See, it's been there from a very long time, and it's a permission that is given by BCCI to play 3 professional players, which we can take from outside. In that category, previously we have played likes of Smith Patel, we have played Amit Verma, we have played, now Arjun Tendulkar is playing for us, Siddesh Lad, so Mumbai cricketer, is playing for us. Eknath Kerkar, who has performed very well in the last season, he is also playing for us, he is continuing for us this year. So under that category, we have played these 3 players. Also, when you say outsiders, there is a lot of criticism on Goa Cricket Association saying that we are playing outside people. I just want to clarify that whether a person is from Goa or not is decided by the BCCI, not by GCA. BCCI has certain amount of rules, certain kind of rules, and they need certain documentation. They need certain documents which GCA needs to submit to them. So when we take these documents from the players and when we submit it to the BCCI, BCCI tells us whether he is qualified to be a local or no. So this entire criticism that we are playing outsiders and not Goans, I think it is just a farce, and I think if there are people living in Goa for last 15 years, 20 years, if they have certain kind of documents, I think they are qualified enough. Now it is up to the new committee whether we will put our own rules on the players, whether he is qualified to be a local or no. For example, there are certain associations who have their own rules apart from the rules put by BCCI. BCCI asks for the documents of last 1 year, but there are certain states who have asked for documents of last 3 to 4 years. Whether now this new committee is going to do that or no is up to the new committee which comes to power. But if our committee comes there and comes to that place, we are confident that we will implement such kind of a rule because that is the feedback that's given by most of our clubs.
Sir, bring Rohan, what you feel, you agree with this point? So then suppose if you bring players who have had experience outside and all, you look up to people, so you learn, no? It's ultimately what is sport? You learn.
I totally agree with him. I mean, if some amendments needs to be done in the constitution of Goa Cricket Association which will benefit the Goans, I mean, why not? We will definitely look into it and do what is needful and what is correct.
What do you think?
No, even I think the same.
Actually, I don't. I disagree. I mean, you have 13 players here, 2-3 players if they come within an area. What is the problem? I'm being a devil's advocate here, but I'm just saying, what is the problem?
See,
you really need to do it. I'm not, criticizing your logic, but I'm just saying.
See, there are 2 sides to this coin. So there is a notion that we need to play only Goans and local Goans who have been here, whose family has been here for years and years together.
Okay.
And there are these people who are progressive who think that competition is important.
Of course.
I was of the opinion that competition is important. Hence, our Goans need to face competition and rise up from there. If we don't have any competition, if we are like a frog in a pond, or that's what they say, then if there is no competition, then we will be satisfied very soon. I don't want that. I want our players to be hungry and hungry to perform more. If you visit Delhi, if you visit Maharashtra, their players are kind of always insecure because they don't know if they'll be in the team or no, because there are 100 others who are willing to take their place and they are just waiting for an opportunity. It is perform or perish for them. Here the case is different. The case is different because we don't have enough bench strength. But it is a sentiment of majority of the clubs who vote for us, the clubs who develop cricket in Goa, that we need to involve more local Goan players. The players जे connected asa हांगासर गोयक, ज्यांची family हांगासर आसा. Many of the players who are there in the under 25 team or senior team, सरनेम पोवन सगळे आउटसायडर्स म्हणटा. समटायम्स आय अग्री, समटायम्स आय डिसअग्री ऑल्सो, because migration is a phenomena which is happening all over India. It's not just in Goa, and people are taking advantage of this. I think जर आमकां अशें करूंक जाय जाल्यार we need to put strict rules, but we have to also understand that आमी जर competition कमी करता जाल्यार आमचे players perform करतले का ना, that we need to understand first. You know, इतली वर्सां so many as Goa has been lacking in performance is the main reason is that our bench strength is less. We don't have players to replace the current players. You must have seen from the last so many years, we see these 2-3 players who are constantly in the team. Sometimes they perform, sometimes they don't perform. It's a different issue. But are there any players who are willing to take their place at that moment? तितले perform करून त्यांची place घेऊ शकता काय? Whether if an opportunity is given, will they make the most of that opportunity is the question. And here the entire sort of confusion हांगा जाता. We are also into states of mind because we don't know what to do basically, but clubs have given the feedback, and definitely in the next term we will implement this. We will do it for more years. We will at least do it for 2-3 years to be a local resident here, and let's see how things go from there.
I don't know, 100% I don't agree. Sorry. But like before I give, what do you have to say about it? Competition is not important.
Competition
Bench strength is the same thing, whatever you spoke today, last time when you came here. That's Mullah. You have spoken the same thing. Competition has to increase, bench strength has to increase. I mean, like, ultimately today the best is the best. No, you cannot compete whether he's the best. Now, if Virat Kohli was a Goan or he's not a Goan or he's from Bengal or he's from Maharashtra, the best is the best. I don't know. Anyway, I'll give my views later. You all are the experts.
I completely agree with Vipul's opinion.
You don't agree with me?
We need competition. We need competition.
Yeah.
You know, or else it's going to be very difficult for us. So yeah, we really need competition in this to go ahead.
Rohan, you're going to be the tip of the sword, so the secretary to implement all this.
No, as I said, I mean, see, the thing is that we have to do whatever is best for the sport and whatever is best for the people.
Correct.
I mean, if the clubs demand, we are constituted by the clubs, 107 clubs which vote for us, and you know, they elect us for the period of 3 years. So whatever is best for the state and best for the sports, we have to do it. I mean, it is our duty to do it. I mean, tomorrow if they demand this has to be done, I mean, in the AGM or whatever, on a forum where we decide all these things. So if time comes and if we have to implement it, we will definitely implement it, because we have no other good reason to, you know, decline it or
Absolutely. That part I understand. I
exactly. So I feel that would be better.
Okay, on this point we will take a short break and we will get back to, we'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with you in a moment. Keep watching. Welcome back. Now people, I'll put you on the spot again. Ata tu ultimately from the way it looks like, probably, I mean, you will be heading the GCC again. So I'm putting you on the spot. Sang Magata, what exactly you're going to do? Everybody talks about competition. Everybody wants to become a Tendulkar, or everybody, I'm not Arjun, I'm talking about Sachin Tendulkar. Everybody wants to be, how are you going to make Goans that?
Again, I will repeat the same thing. So there is no other method to this. The only method is increasing the bench strength. Competition na itparyan ami improve karche na, and this bench strength will develop in the next 6 to 7 years. It's not going to develop in the next 1 year, 2 years or 3 years. Minimum 6 years lagtali, because we have to start building this bench strength from the age of 14, under 14 level.
Maybe less also.
Yeah, maybe less. Probably in the future we will start having tournaments of under 12 also. I know a club in Mapsa, our own club, which has started an under 12 tournament. So it's a great initiative. I think the sooner the boys start to play competitive cricket, the better it is. So probably from that level we need to build this, and that pool will come and join the Ranji in the future, in the next 6 years.
Okay, I'd like to interrupt you on this a little bit. Just interrupt means when the sports minister had come here, when we spoke to him, I was talking to him about starting this counseling class in primaries, in schools. I think we brought up this topic, I don't know when I spoke. So because what happens is, like, see, a sportsman genes are a sportsman genes. Today if he goes for cricket, or if he goes for football, एकदा ती लायक झाली ती गेलो तो. He's gone for badminton. But a sportsman is a sportsman. Today, if he excels, like I used to play football, I used to play cricket, I used to play badminton, I used to, you know, I'm sure you all also in school time and all have all gone to various things. So that maybe you all should look at 12. No, you should look at even less, probably in the school thing. Just a suggestion I'm giving. I don't know. What do you feel?
No, when I say under 12, the boys start learning at the age of 10.
Okay.
Under
That's
12
all.
is a
Too
level.
late, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Probably.
basically.
I'm just saying.
So it will depend. See, as we proceed, as we go ahead, maybe it will go to under 10 also. So probably kids will start learning at 8. But right now that is not the case because we don't play with tennis ball. We play with season ball, and it's quite dangerous for them also.
Correct.
So maybe the players also need little maturity. You know, how to handle it, how to throw the ball or whatever. So I think right now the best we can do, the minimum age we can do is start training the boys from the age of 10.
Okay.
That we can do, and we can start under 12 series also. So
Okay.
that can be a way forward.
But you all are planning because probably it'll bring out more people, no? In the thing.
So school matches are always happening. GCA tournaments are happening. So school level. So we are looking forward to it also. I mean, school level tournaments we are planning to conduct in the junior schools. So that would be our plan. That would be one of the items on our agenda.
That would throw out new talent. No?
And second thing I would like to mention is that there are many sports person in the state. I mean, people should also look at a sport as a profession. I mean, which is quietly not happening nowadays because there are cricketers in a game of cricket. There are ample amount of opportunities which occur every year. I mean, when you see a team, when you are coordinating a team, for example a Ranji Trophy team, when you are going as a Goa cricket team, you need a physiotherapist, you need a coach, you need a number of supporting staff. So the ex-cricketers who are also there in the state, they should also look at cricket as a profession. We as a committee would also motivate them to, we will try to accommodate them somewhere or the other wherever there are opportunities. I mean, talking to the parent association, BCCI, so we will try to fill all the things wherever required and try to promote and accommodate them wherever needed.
Cricket has become such a huge global sport. Basically, I think a lot of it has to do with BCCI and India, right?
Absolutely.
So today, BCCI, what we see is putting in a lot of resources, putting in a lot of the backing team. So that should not be so much of a problem if you really want to, go out to it. No, Vipul?
No, you are absolutely correct. Even in the last term, I will tell you that as we discussed last time, we had started centers across Goa in villages.
Correct, yes.
So to appoint coaches at these centers, we had trained almost 16 boys who were ex-cricketers. I think that's a massive number. We had done the level O coaching for our umpires also. We have given opportunities to the deserving people. As you know, in my tenure, I appointed some of the coaches who are young and ex-cricketers, recently recently retired from cricket. One of them being Swapnil Asnodkar, who has done fantastically well for under 25 league. Ninad Pavaskar, who was recently selected for Dulip Trophy as a South Zone trainer. It's a big thing. Also Rahul Keni, who has been handling junior cricket very well. Also we have given opportunity to the likes of Rohit Asnodkar for the referee exam, and he has stood first in India. Krutika Naik, who is also the ex-cricketer, she has stood fourth in the referee exam. One of our members of our club, Mr. Nilesh Rodankar, he stood second in the curator's exam of BCCI. So I think if you work hard and if you do, I think we can go ahead. And now the cricket has changed massively with IPL coming in, with so much of funds coming in. The support staff has increased like anything. If you see an IPL team now, there are 2-3 trainers, there are 2-3 physios, masseur, everything. And today we provide everything to the Ranji team. We have masseur with the team, we have a trainer with the team, we have a physio with the team, we have a throwdown with the team. We have an assistant coach, the main coach, everything has been provided to them. I think this gives an opportunity to the Goans to be in this spot and to get an employment in this field. So I have also encouraged a lot of ex-cricketers to go into this field. Recently I appointed Gauresh Gaus also as a trainer, who was the fast bowler of Goa Ranji. He played for Ranji as well. So I think if the ex-cricketers are looking to contribute something in cricket, they need to come to GCA, they need to start working here, they need to mentor our boys, and they need to get into this field. We have plenty of opportunities for them, and I think we can accommodate most of them.
But is it this little off topic? Like, I mean, it's for everybody. Now with this IPL and all coming in, has it taken the sheen of your Ranji and all that? Has it little bit? Because that is like, hype and like, has it in a way? or is it still a very good platform for people to, you know, make a mark? Is this for anybody? I mean, like, it's open.
Ranji will always be the topmost form of the game.
Oh yeah,
I'm
okay.
sure you know. The player is tested at his best in the test match. So you cannot substitute Ranji for anything else. But with IPL coming in, the importance of these T20 tournaments, let's say Mustaq Ali, has increased.
Okay.
There are scouts for these matches. Players, if they click in 1 or 2 matches, if they perform extraordinarily well in these tournaments, in T20 tournaments, they get picked at the IPL. They are called for selections. As you know, one of the boys recently, Tunish Saukar, he was spotted by a scout when we are playing in Jaipur recently. He was called for selections of KKR and 2 other teams. So we are hoping for some positive news coming in. Viplu Phadke has been playing for RCB. So I think there are positives and negatives to this both. But the way to Indian team is now seems like it is from the IPL. So if you get picked in the IPL,
you answered my question.
Yeah.
And a true cricket fan will always go for a Ranji Trophy over a day's test matches. I mean, if you personally also ask me whether, you know, if you tell me to compare a T20 match and a test match, I would always prefer a test match.
Oh, agreed. Rohan, I totally agree with you. But today all of us are working, like, you know, watching 5 days. We in school, now like, you watch, like, even here we'll be sitting and watching, like, okay, I don't know, but maybe because of the fast pace of life, that's why it's picked up.
Yeah, it's picked up basically of that, and it's an entertainment end of the day. People need to spend a lesser time for
That's
that.
what I'm saying, no? Time, yeah.
Because for a person who loves cricket would not be, you know, sitting in front of TV for 5 days and watching a test match. That so people started shifting to T20 matches.
Another thing also I have seen, I think probably this IPL and T20 and all matches have been very good. Maybe I'm sure the purists will shout at me when I say this.
Totally, a match is a match.
But the thing is that it has given our boys at all levels exposure to the top cricketers all over. This again brings back to when we started off. See, initially Ranji, you speak only, you play only against Indian cricketers. You know, Indian. But this IPL, you bring the top guys from all over. Otherwise, only the 11 or 15 would play against these guys. So today, I think that has helped India the most, I feel.
Yeah.
More than any other team. I don't know. Is it you guys feel because you all are the experts?
Could be one of the reason, but whatever BCCI has done for this, we should be thankful to BCCI.
It's great. Today, cricket has reached somewhere and... cricket can be looked as a profession, but not only the test playing, but at so many levels. I think it is because
it's a great thing. Why I will tell you my personal opinion. Feedback would be because, see, for example, like Vipul said, Viplu Phadke, he's been playing for RCB. He has not played for India, but he's been picked by the IPL team. So that is one of the positive of this tournament, wherein even the local boys, the state level boys are being picked for a good performance is what they do.
And they play against international players, all the top players.
Exactly. And then again it helps the state team. While he is on the IPL tour or whatever, he gets something experience and a lot of things to back to the home and back to his home team. So that is one of the positive side of this tournament.
That's one thing, that obviously that competition also, you get more chances, no? See, ultimately sports or whatever you do, it is the exposure which counts, right? Otherwise you're stuck, no? It's such a long ladder you climb to people.
And when you see these players on the screen also, when we saw Suyash on the screen, we got so excited.
Obviously,
and I'm sure that is the feeling of almost all the players, and I'm sure players are looking up to him, and maybe they are trying to compete with him also. I think that will also increase the standard of cricket.
Not only compete, be like him. There's so many teams.
Correct.
Like say, first it was Asnodkar, no? And before that it was Namdev, during our time, like Namdev Phadke. But then they could hardly see him. Like when he used to come to go to the Gymkhana and check. But here you can watch anybody and everybody on the screen. I don't know. I think, see, purists may not agree with me, but I feel this was probably the best thing that happened to Indian cricket. And the BCCI, it gave BCCI so much of clout to push so much of development of cricket everywhere. No? I don't know. This is for your
and so much funds are also coming in.
That's important, no?
Finally, eventually, these funds will be used for the development of cricket.
Correct.
It's not going anywhere else.
Absolutely.
BCCI sending it to the associations like Gca, and we are using it to develop the infrastructure which is there in Goa. I think that is finally eventually helping these boys.
Are we ever going to get a Goan IPL team?
I don't know about the IPL team, but in this tenure we are definitely trying to get one international stadium. I think Vipul was also missing on it. I was waiting for it him to
we
mention.
talking about it last time, but I didn't want to talk about it. Next time when you come, we can talk about that.
We are hopeful to get one international stadium.
Actually, we have got all the permissions already for the stadium. Our plans are ready.
The Pondai side something else?
No,
Dargad.
Mopa side, yeah, Dargad. So we have got all the permissions. Now we are just waiting for the tender to be out, and the land development phase is going to begin soon. We are hoping for that. CM has assured his full support to us, as we discussed last time also. He has been kind enough to not look at GCA through the lens of politics. He is being very progressive and very upfront with us. So I think we'll start this project very soon.
You have a good sports minister, quite proactive. I don't know, like effective, we'll see, but pretty proactive. But yeah, I think, and so then maybe we'll see more international teams in Goa,
Hopefully.
international players. I don't know, IPL team. Also, maybe, I'm just saying.
It is up to the corporates now to get it.
No, but see, suppose if there are good players and there are, corporate, why it doesn't have to be a local corporate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it
Yeah,
can
wait,
be,
it
can
doesn't
be.
have to be a local corporate.
It can be.
I think Rohan, you and Vipul and Saibar can push and get. Imagine how much of exposure and this locals, how much boost the locals will get
Correct.
if something like that happens. Imagine base in Goa.
As I said, there will be no stone left unturned for any development in cricket. Even if tomorrow any corporate team, planning to bid for a IPL team, as a association, we would be, with open arms, we will welcome them, and we'll see, we can take it forward, whatever is possibilities. I don't know right now, I cannot comment on
Yeah,
it,
of course, yes.
but then definitely we can look into it and see, whatever best we can do.
First, you'll need a stadium.
Yeah, first we need a stadium.
Absolutely, yes. Now, beside Gymkhana and all now, that at Margao, no cricket is played, no?
No, of course. Cricket is played at MCC on every weekend.
No, not MCC. The floodlight one. Floodlight one is only.
No, floodlight one is only at Porvorim.
Porvorim.
Yeah, only at Porvorim. This is the only ground which has the floodlights.
Okay. But that's not international.
No, not international. But we have hosted a lot of corporate leagues, as you know, and
Okay.
many of the players who are playing for India have played here in the
Okay.
corporate leagues. It was started by my father last time. And teams like Indian Oil, ONGC, Air India, DY Patil, these teams have played here, and players like Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer, Deepak Huda, all these players have played here.
Okay.
Amit Mishra was there, Manaf Patel, then there was Ishant Sharma, Parthiv Patel. These players have already played here for the corporate league.
Okay. It was, if like run out of time, it was nice talking to you all, and I hope we will be, I'm sure we will be talking with you all in the future also. Thanks Vipul, thanks Rohan, thanks Saibar. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you,
on our
thank
show.
you,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This was the Rohan is already there in the GCA team, and Vipul and Saibar, who will possibly be there within a couple of days, we'll know, in the panel heading the GCA. They have told us they have told you all what exactly they intend to do and what they have done in the past. So thanks guys again for coming on our show. Thank you, and keep watching Goa 365.